Have you ever had the strange feeling that a woman is thinking about you a lot, but she never says it? Like, there's something going on beneath the surface, but you can't quite put your finger on it. Here's the truth most men miss. When a woman is fantasizing about you, she rarely says it out loud, but her body, her eyes, and her behavior, they quietly give her away. In this video, we're going to uncover 7 subtle but powerful signs that she's secretly imagining you, not just as a friend, but in a deeper, more personal way. These are not the obvious flirting signals. In fact, most men completely overlook these signs. But once you know what to look for, you'll begin to see the hidden messages she's been sending without even realizing it. This isn't guesswork. It's psychology, body language, and emotional instinct at play. So, if you've ever wondered whether you're on her mind, stay tuned, because the answer may be hiding in plain sight. Sign 1. Her eyes hold a different kind of focus around you. The eyes are often called the windows to the soul, and in the case of someone fantasizing about you, this becomes especially true. When a woman's mind is occupied with romantic or intimate thoughts about you, her eyes reveal more than just visual attention. They express emotion, curiosity, and connection on a deeper level. This kind of gaze isn't your typical glance. It's characterized by a lingering softness that conveys warmth and interest, often mixed with a sparkle that signals excitement or affection. You might notice her pupils dilate slightly, an unconscious physiological response linked to attraction. Sometimes her gaze isn't direct, which can be an indicator of shyness or nervousness. She might look away quickly when caught, but then subtly find her way back to glance at you again. This back-and-forth eye contact is a subconscious dance reflecting her internal emotional engagement. Her eyes aren't just seeing you. They're silently communicating her daydreams and unspoken feelings, making them one of the most subtle but powerful signs she's thinking about you intimately. Sign 2. She finds subtle reasons to touch herself or adjust her appearance. When a woman fantasizes about someone, her body language often reveals her inner thoughts without words. One common but very subtle sign is the frequent, almost automatic gestures she makes to adjust her appearance. These might include smoothing her hair, brushing strands behind her ear, touching her lips, or straightening her clothes. While these are simple grooming behaviors, their timing and repetition around you are key. They are not just about vanity, but are rooted in a psychological process where her mind is preparing to present herself in the best possible way. This behavior is linked to self-awareness and attraction. She unconsciously wants to look appealing to you because you occupy her thoughts. It's like her body is rehearsing the ideal image she hopes you notice, driven by her daydreams of connection and intimacy. Because these gestures happen subconsciously, she may not even realize she's doing them. But if you notice this pattern consistently whenever you're around, it's a clear sign she's thinking about you in a special, personal way. Sign 3. She gets lost in thought, seeming distant in your presence. Another strong indicator that she's fantasizing about you is when she appears mentally distant or distracted, even when you're physically together. You might notice her suddenly zoning out mid-conversation, pausing as if trying to gather her thoughts, or staring off into space with a faraway look. This isn't absent-mindedness, but a sign that her mind is elsewhere, actively engaged in imagining scenarios involving you. Her daydreams might be romantic, imagining moments you could share, or simply playful, picturing interactions that haven't happened yet. This mental wandering is a form of internal rehearsal, helping her emotionally explore what being close to you might feel like. Even if the environment demands her attention, these mental escapes reveal how much space you take up in her imagination. It's as if her brain toggles between the present moment and a private inner world where you are central. Sign 4. She reacts more emotionally to your words or actions. One of the most telling signs that she's fantasizing about you is when her emotional responses become more intense or amplified around you. Picture this. You say something pretty ordinary, something that wouldn't normally trigger a big reaction. But suddenly, you catch her blushing faintly, smiling with a gentle warmth, or even tensing up just a little. Why does this happen? When a woman is mentally picturing you in her thoughts, imagining conversations, shared moments, or future possibilities, her emotional system becomes more sensitive and reactive. Her brain is on high alert, emotionally wired to respond more strongly to even subtle stimuli coming from you. You might notice that she laughs a little more freely at your jokes, even when they're not particularly funny, or that there's a nervous excitement in the way her voice sounds or the way she moves. Her overall mood might brighten noticeably just because you're near, as if your presence alone is enough to spark a glow inside her. These emotional colorings, subtle shifts in how she responds emotionally, are powerful clues that her imagination is actively weaving thoughts and feelings about you. Her heightened emotional reactions are a window into her inner world, where you play a starring role. Sign 5. She mirrors your movements or body language. Without realizing, mirroring is a fascinating psychological phenomenon where people unconsciously imitate the posture, gestures, or even speech patterns of those they feel connected to. If she's fantasizing about you, this mirroring will likely happen naturally and without her realizing it. For instance, if you cross your legs, she might subtly do the same shortly after. If you lean forward or gesture with your hands, she could be doing something similar, matching your energy and body language in an almost seamless dance. This isn't conscious mimicry. It's a subconscious alignment of her mind and body with yours. Mirroring acts as a kind of silent communication, building rapport and intimacy before any words are even spoken. It indicates that her thoughts and feelings are closely attuned to you, that she's mentally syncing up and emotionally engaged on a deep level. When you notice this kind of subtle mimicry, it's a strong sign that her attraction is not only present, but actively fueled by her imagination and daydreams about you. Sign 6. She shows a unique kind of interest in your personal details. When a woman is fantasizing about someone, her curiosity deepens far beyond casual interest. She listens with focused attention, catching even the smallest details you mention about your life. And she remembers them, sometimes for days or weeks. This intense attention is a sign that she's mentally replaying conversations, savoring the moments, and imagining herself inside your world. Her questions become more personal and thoughtful, aimed at uncovering your dreams, values, emotions, and the things that truly matter to you. This kind of interest isn't just about gathering facts. It's about connecting on a deeper, emotional level. She's exploring the possibility of being part of your life, trying to understand who you really are beneath the surface. This unique and intimate curiosity is one of the clearest signs that her mind is actively fantasizing about you, building mental scenarios where you two are connected in meaningful ways. Sign 7. She exhibits subtle signs of nervousness or excitement around you. Finally, pay attention to the small but telling physical signs of nervousness or excitement that she might display around you. These signs can be very subtle. A slight tremble in her voice, a quickened heartbeat you might sense through her breathing, or a delicate flutter in her hands or movements. Such physiological responses often happen when someone is emotionally stirred by fantasies involving attraction or romantic feelings. Her body becomes more animated in small ways. She might shift positions frequently, fidget lightly, or show brief moments of hesitation or self-consciousness. This nervous energy reveals that her imagination is actively working, stirring up feelings she's processing internally. It's as if her body can't fully contain the excitement and emotional charge of her thoughts about you. These subtle signs are powerful indicators that her feelings for you are vivid and emotionally charged, reflecting the depth of her daydreams and fantasies. So, there you have it. 7 subtle signs she might be fantasizing about you. Remember, these signs are delicate and often easy to miss if you're not paying close attention. But if you observe these cues consistently, it's a good indicator that she's thinking about you in a way that goes beyond the ordinary. Understanding these signs can help you navigate your relationships more thoughtfully and with greater insight into the unspoken feelings she might have. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you don't miss any future content. And drop a comment below. Have you noticed any of these signs before? I'd love to hear your thoughts. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.